Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss printf function. So if you just look out the written program over here, we are having printf functions. So generally any program start with preprocessor commands, which is nothing but the hash include stdio.h, hash include stdio.lib.h. So these two are nothing but the preprocessor commands. So after that we have to consider main function. So here we are having integer main. So the main program start executing from this starting curly bracket. Now in this we are having printf functions. So the first printf function is written to have message over the output window as a statement. So whenever we are going to consider any printf function, we have to write printf function like this. So we have to consider printf, again one bracket, in that we have to consider double quotes. So in double quote we have to write down one message which will appear over the output window as it is. So if we just look out over this first line, printf, in a double quote we are having one message, welcome to DKT's Textile and Engineering Institute Ichalkaranji. So that message we will have over the output window as it is. So after that we are having one backward slash n. So this is nothing but the command we are using to move over the second line. So whenever we are going to run this program, as we are having multiple printf functions in a program, so we are having multiple outputs for this. So for each and every printf function we are having one single output. So in this program we are having total 7 printf functions. So 7 sentences we will have as a output. So to have that output over the next line we have to consider this backward slash n. So this backward slash n is used to have the output over the next line. Now after that we have to consider one semicolon. So which is nothing but the successfully execution of this return printf function. Now to the next line we are having one integer value. Now suppose we are going to print a integer value over the output window. So that we can have by using this printf function. So again in this bracket we will have double quote. So in double quote we directly cannot consider the integer value as it is. So to have that integer value 20, we have to consider %d. So we are not writing this 20 value as it is in a double quote. So as we discussed earlier in a previous line, so to have the sentence as it is over the output window, we have to consider that message in a double quote. But in case of integer value, we are not considering this 20 as it is in a double quote. So instead of that, we have to consider this %d sign. Now this d is nothing but the integer value. So first of all we have to consider the memory allocation by using this percent sign. So this d is for the integer only. So %d. Okay. Again later on we are having backward slash n. So again we are using backward slash n because we have to print next values. Okay. Over the next lines. So whatever the value we are going to print in place of %d, that we have to write after a single comma. So in this case we are interested in 20 value over the output window. So that we can have by considering this value after this single comma. So what is our final statement for the printf? So printf into the bracket double quote. So we have to consider %d sign, and after that double quote we have to consider one single comma, and whatever the value we are going to print, that we have to consider over here. So in this case we are printing 20. So the 20 value we have to write over here after this single comma. So again we have to complete this printf function by considering one semicolon. So again we will complete this printf function successfully. Again if you just look out over the third printf line, in that case we are printing float value. So in previous case we have to consider integer value 20. Now in this case we are printing float value 20.20. So that we are going to consider by using %f instead of %d. So this d is used for the integer and f is used for the float value. Again this backward slash n is for the next line. Again if you just look out over the next printf function over here. So in this case we are going to consider large integer value. So when we are going to consider any large integer value, in that case we have to consider percent %LD. So if you just look out over the second line, in this case we are having only percent %D sign. So in this case we are considering limiting value for the integer. Now when we are going to consider large integer value, in that case we have to consider percentage %LD, so that we can have large integer value like this. Now in this case I am considering the numbering from 1 to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that we will have as a large integer value over the output window. Again the same we have to conclude with this semicolon, means again we are completing the function successfully. Now we are moving for the next printf function over here. Now the same case we have to consider. Now in that case we have to consider large float value. So if you just consider the large float value 3.1456789, so that we can have by considering percentage %LF. So instead of considering only %F sign, we have to consider percentage %LF, which is nothing but the large float value. Again this next /n is for the having the output over the next line. Again the same sentence we have to complete with a semicolon. So don't forget to enter or write semicolon after each and every function. Again if we just consider next printf function over here. Now suppose in many cases we have to consider character as input value from the user. So in that case, to have these characters over the output window, we have to consider %C in this double quote. So to have this character, we have to consider %C. Now very important. So after this comma, we cannot write this character directly over here. So to have that character over the output window, that we have to mention a single quote over here. So if you just look out over here, we will have this character A in a single quote. Again the same sentence we have to complete with semicolon. Now next, suppose we have to print a statement as well as a integer value by using printf function, means we are combining two operations. So if we just look out over the first printf line, in that case we are having only statement. So what is the statement? Welcome to DKDS Textile Engineering Institute Ichalkaranji. And over the second line we will have only integer value, which is nothing but the 20. Now we have to combine these two operations, means we are going to consider statement as well as integer value, and that we will have like this. So if you just look over this printf function, in that case we have to consider printf again into the bracket in a double quote. Now suppose we are going to print roll number, so we have to write one statement as my roll number is equals to, isn't it? Now that number we have to replace by %D as we discussed in a second line. So this integer value we have to consider by considering %D, means we are not considering this integer value directly in a printf function. To have that integer value we have to consider %D, and whatever the value we are going to display over the output window, that we have to write after this single comma. So what is our output for this printf function? So in output window we will have one message like this: my roll number is equal to 47. So this %D will be replaced by this 47 number. Again we have to complete this printf function by semicolon. So if we just save this written program, and if we just run and compile, we will have output window like this. So here we will have these three icons. So the first icon is for compilation, the second icon is for the run, the third icon over here we will have simultaneously operation we can perform, compile and run. So if we just click over that, we will have one output window like this. So over here we will observe in this program we will have 0 error, 0 warnings. So our return program is correct one. Now if we just have a look over the output, so if we just consider first printf function, so what is the statement we are going to print by using first printf function? Welcome to DKD's Textile and Engineering Institute. So that we will have over here as a first line in output window. Now this /n is used to move over the second line. So this integer value 20 we will have over the next line. Now in this case if we just look out the printf function for the integer 20, Now in a double quote we will have this %d, but in output window what we are having, integer 20. So this %d will be replaced by the integer value that were written after this single comma, isn't it? Again we have to move over this third line. So in the third line we are having float value 20.20. So that value we are having after this single comma over here. So again this %f will be replaced by this float value. Now if you just look out over the next printf function, in that case we are going to consider this larger integer value. So what is that? So again that we are going to replace by this %ld. So that value we will have over the next line over here. Again the same case for the large float. So that we are having as a 3.145679. Now next, to have this character, what we discuss, always we have to mention character in a single comma. So that we will have in place of this %c. So this %c is replaced by this capital A. And very important, to the next line we are combining statement as well as integer value. So that message we will have at the end over here like this. So what we can have, my roll number is equals to, so this %d is replaced by this number 47. So what we can have, my roll number is equals to 47. So this is nothing but the output of this return program. Now suppose by mistake if any semicolon is missing in a return program, again if you just save this and if you just want to compile and run, we will have one error over here. So what is that error? So it will show on which line we are having that error. So we are having error over this line number 10. So what is that? So in this case we are having line number 10. Okay, so the first column will represent line number. So over the line number 10 we are having some error. And what is that message for the error? Expected semicolon before printf. So before this line number 10 we have to consider one semicolon over here. So if you just consider semicolon over here, again if you just save it and again if you just run and compile, again we will have output window as we are having earlier. So again in this case we are having 0 errors, 0 warning. Now many times when we are having a large program, in that case we have to pass some comments so that any programmer can understand what is the logic used to run this program. So to pass any comment, now suppose we are considering this first line for the printf. To pass any comment we have to use 2 forward slashes. Okay, so what is the first printf function, which is nothing but the statement function. So to have a statement over the output window we are using this first printf function. So when we save, run and compile this program, in output window we will have message like welcome to DKD's Textile and Engineering Institute Isalkaranji only. So this comment will not appear in output window. So to have that stay comment, so this is for the another programmer. So it will help to another programmer what is the actual logic used to use these functions. So the same we can consider for the next printf function. Means again we can write comment. You can consider the space in between to write a comment. So 2 forward slash. So the second printf function we are using for the integer value. So you can consider that statement over here. Integer, sorry. So the second printf function we have to consider integer values. Now the next, over the third line, again we can write comment by considering 2 forward slashes. Now the third printf function we are using for the float. So likewise you can write comment for each and every line. Now suppose we have to write multi-line comment. So in that case we have to consider the comment like this. So forward slash asterisk, in between we have to write down the comment. Now for the last line we are having comment like this. Combine statement and integer values in program. So for the multi-line comment we have to consider the comment by using these symbols forward slash asterisk. After that you have to write down commit, again asterisk forward slash. Now if you just save all this return program along with these comments, again if you just run and compile, we will have same message over the output window. So whatever the comment we are written in editor block to write this program, it will not appear over the output window. Only we will have the output as per our previous written logic. So when we are going to consider a printf function, these are the major functions or the entities that we are going to use to write any program. So this is enough in case of this printf function. So when we are going to consider any input from the user, so in that case we have to use scanf function instead of using printf function. So that we will discuss in next session. So thank you.